Oh, shit. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the bakery. On today's menu, we have a little bit of a collab with my good friend Mankakez and a side of Devil's Crying. In all seriousness, today's video is a collab with my good buddy pal, Lord of all things baked, Mankakez. For this collab, Mankakez will be playing Dante in Resident Evil 4. But me, on the other hand, I will be playing Devil May Cry as Billy Badass himself, Leon, but apparently I wrote Levi in my script. There's not really a lot of rules for this kind of thing. I'll just be using Dante's normal sword and dual pistols to mimic Leon's gun and his knife. Other than that, I'll just be playing as somebody else in a different video game. This idea came to us because me and Mankakez both love Capcom games, with him liking all stuff Resident Evil, and with me loving their Devil May Cry series and their Monster Hunter series. The other reason we thought of this was because Dante was originally supposed to be Leon in the Resident Evil games, but they thought his character didn't fit, and they gave him his own list of games, and his very own paranormal investigation agency. Anyways, enough with the chatter. We start our challenge with Dante being attacked or stabbed, just like he gets treated in any other game. But we soon show these demons that we are indeed the son of Sparda. So after asking some kick, we grab my arconic jacket and jump out of a window. Oh, I guess we lied. Apparently we just came out the front door even though I'm pretty sure we shot the glass. Bang bang bang, and we turn our enemies into Swiss cheese. Then our first boss approaches us, and yet again we quickly show him who the son of Sparda is. We catch a glimpse of our long lost brother Virgil, shoot a couple bad people, then we get access to Doomguy's shotgun, but since we're not doing a video on Doomguy, we can't use it. Remember people, we're trying to play as Leon. We pole dance for a second, then get ambushed by a bunch of white people. Then we pole dance even more, making your mom wish she was watching me pole dance. We then do a little upgrading, then walking straight into the gaping jaw of Cerberus. He takes us a couple tries, but then off with 3 of his heads, and a couple more bullets, then Clifford goes down. Granting us nunchucks, but 3? Anyways, we get a cutscene.
Hello, fond honey.
Then we invent rocket riding. Oopsie, I did not mean to use that. I apologize, everyone. Anyways, we break 4 heavy statues that resemble Mankakez, then make a few more devils cry. Eventually, we make it to an annoying boss fight, where it is just a chase simulator. But the Gigapede does go down without much of a struggle. We meet a clown that emotes on us before it magically disappears. We then fight said clown that teases us at the end of his fight with showing off his back door. After that absolute tease, we pick up a trident, then stick it in some holes. Afterwards, giving us this geode looking thing, which opens a secret passage. We go through it, then my dumbass upgraded the wrong thing. God, I'm such a fucking dumb. Then, just like every other challenge run, we run into our first struggle, and it's the twin fight. If you haven't been able to tell, I haven't played this game in years, but anyways, we are a Souls player, so we find our nearest wall and just keep headbutting it over and over and over. Would you look at that, Agni and Ruta eventually fall victim to my backflips. And that concludes the first quarter of the game. Starting off on chapter 6, we are faced with 3 different trials. A parkour trial for the first, a maze thing for the second, and then a shit show for the third. After claiming all 3 of the essences, we use 2 of them to place in a statue, and then a big boom happens. We enter a cutscene where apparently it's raining fine honeys today, but she didn't want our help, so we still dropped her anyways. We kill a couple things, then grab a couple things, and then a couple things later, I die over and over again. And honestly, I thought this was the end, but eventually by some dumb odds we beat this stupid level. I legit just button mashed the same thing over and over again for about 10 minutes straight, and it worked. Anyways, after my bitch fit, we used the crystal skull we fought so hard for, and now it's time for a lovely family reunion. After our duel with our loving brother, we awaken the demons coming inside us. Oh, never mind. I guess they are way too big. Well, so much for that. Inside of the flying whale's stomach, we pop 5 sacks, and oh boy, look at that thing. I don't even really know if I could put that in here. YouTube might not like it. But if you have watched the TV shows The Boys, you know what happens next.
He's trying to get in my ass!
Cause we crawl inside of it, and hey, would you look at that, it's the boss from Hollow Knight. In the next room, we kill some scat-covered Aidens before we steal the Leviathan's power core for ourselves. We use the power source to open his heart to us. We then show him some love by unraveling his heart, and then stabbing him to death. After we kill the big starfish, we pop out of its eye to give a fine honey a greeting covered in blood just how she likes them. But we soon after leave her, because like Dante said,
I'll leave this to you, because I don't want to miss the party.
turns out the party was just an infestation, as we are greeted by giant spiders. But a couple slices later and they're turned to mush. We steal a geode, then place it into a statue, and oh my god. Hello there. Wait, what do you mean it's a boss fight? Oh man. Whatever. Anyways, it's time to have a little bit of a rock out session for some odd reason. Afterwards, we become Moses, and rather than splitting the ocean, we put a bridge in between it, and then grab an item that we later kick into a statue, letting us cross a bridge to look at our fine honey's dead father. But away with that, woman, it's time for chapter 11. But in chapter 11, all we do is a secret, which I didn't record, then we do a little car-on-car action. And would you look at that, a boss fight. And this is about where the video ends. I could not beat this boss for the life of me, but I bet if I had more time, I could have. As of the night I'm recording this, Elden Ring comes out tomorrow, and I have projects I want to work on with that game. So I won't have the time to get this out if I just waited until after. But sadly, I'm gonna have to cut this video short. I do apologize for this not being as the same level as my other videos, but hey, it's better than having no content. I do encourage you to go see Mankakez's video, as I have already seen the full video and it's a lot better than mine, and it's actually complete. So, I hope you enjoy that video if you do go and watch it. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this short, if I can even call it a video. I should be more consistent now, saying that school seems to be out for good. But anyways, like always, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your days, and go enjoy Night Rain. Bye bye. If you ever feel useless, just remember, Gat 8 Fingal didn't know hurt until Purple Perry stroked his skin.